with Peter. Akademiks is currently involved in some more drama this morning with Peter Rosenberg, the former Hot 97 host. Now, Peter Rosenberg responded back to Akademiks, revealing that him and Drake was laughing at essentially how poor Peter Rosenberg was after 20 plus years in media.
This is crazy. No. Now, Drake got jokes. He says the kitchen is in the living room and the office. Oh, nah, he got it. Nah, Drake got it. Nah, he says the kitchen is in the living room and the office. Oh, nah.
Okay, first of all.
Drake got jokes. Drake got jokes. Rosenberg. I repeat that. He said, hey, I'm watching. The nigga got the fridge. The fridge right there. He's in his office, but I see the fridge. And that he's in the living room at the same time. It's a 3-in-1. It's a studio. It's a studio.
What?
It's a studio, y'all.
4-bedroom apartment.
It's a studio, all in one.
Call me a Debbie Downer or a party pooper. I don't think that's a good look for Drake. Like, you are a billionaire. You have an album rollout you're trying to get done. You are currently in the most pivotal moment of your career, and you got enough time to hit up media personalities to talk about Peter Rosenberg's kitchen.
No, for real though. That's like I was saying, like, damn, why they going crazy on bro? Like, what bro do though?
And I'm a Drake fan. You guys can't even misconstrue this as hate. Ain't nobody more of a Drake fan than me.
Well, he threw it down though.
And even I'm saying that's a little weird.
Like
but you can't feel sorry for Peter Rosenberg either, because Rosenberg and Ebro, they brought this upon themselves, bro. All they literally had to do was be normal people. If Peter Rosenberg and Ebro and the rest of those dudes, if they were just normal people, if they was doing this media stuff and just giving their regular opinions, they didn't have any type of ulterior motives and agenda, and wasn't working against certain people, they wouldn't be in this position. People wouldn't feel so personally about their opinions in the past if they felt like these were real, genuine opinions from real places and it wasn't filled with agendas.
Right.
But because they didn't act like normal people, they didn't act like normal media personalities, they acted like gatekeepers. They're now in a position where when they're now on their way down, everybody they hated on is now trying to kick them while they're on their way down. And unfortunately for them, you got, one of the most powerful peoples in their industry, Akademiks, one of the most powerful men in hip-hop media, Drake, the most powerful rapper on the planet. And you're the number one enemy is never going to bode well for you. Now, Peter Rosenberg responded back on his podcast, and here's what he had to say in regards to Akademiks and Drake kicking him while he's down.
This is so ridiculous. All of it. It just reminds me of like high school. I can't. That's why I don't get involved. I'll be like, you guys do what you want to do.
Well, let me ask Laura Stout this very quickly. Was it still high school stuff when Ebro and Rosenberg blackballed DJ Akademiks from Hot 97 because Akademiks, as an aspiring media personality at the time, did an interview with Charlamagne the God, and Rosenberg and Ebro didn't like Charlamagne the God?
It never ends with Akademiks. He's always, and the truth is, there's another video where Akademiks talked about, us apologizing. Ebro and I should apologize to him because we said he wasn't ish and blah, blah, blah. I really do feel that some of the criticism we gave him led to him being like some of the validation issues that he has. The one thing that he always mistakes about it, though, he always makes it, we talked trash about the medium of YouTube. Like, we were like, no, we're on the real microphones. You're not. That was never the content of the criticism. It was specifically about the kind of content that he was making and not having respect for the kind of work that he was doing. It was never a looking down our nose from...
I don't think people realize we've always been on YouTube.
Why would we have been anti-YouTube?
That's a lie. So Rosenberg, I think, had a YouTube channel, but he abandoned it. That wasn't his main trap at all. They always talked about YouTube as if anybody doing YouTube as their main trap or as their main hustle.
Me knowing Ebro, though, like, I don't know if y'all do, but me knowing Ebro, that sounds like something he'd say. I don't know about Rosenberg for sure, but I know Ebro for Showski, that sounds like something he'd say. Y'all know I like putting y'all on the stuff that can, make your life easier. This video is brought to you and sponsored by Anson Belt and Buckle. Designer belts are for the birds. They cost all this money. They still rip. You got these tiny holes in them. They barely fit. Forget that, man. Anson belt and buckle comes with 3 belts and 3 buckles. So you got a total of 9 different combinations. Anson has a special technology that makes every belt fit everybody. Now, they're a family-run company that's been around since 2009. And like I said, they completely changed how a belt should work. Now, instead of these dumb holes that be in all these other belts, Anson comes with their own technology. It's a micro-adjustable track system with 1/4-inch adjustments. Especially for all y'all to be walking around with your pants on the ground. Maybe if you had a belt that worked, your pants wouldn't be half off your knees, man. So instead of owning a bunch of different belts, you can just own one belt with a bunch of different combinations that not only do they go with every outfit, but they also provide comfort while still looking fresh. Did I tell y'all that the belt adjusts with you throughout the day? Backed by more than 40,000 5-star reviews and a lifetime guarantee, Anson belt and buckle just makes sense. So since Anson belt and buckle is sponsoring today's video, when you click that link in the description or when you scan this QR code and start building your box set, you'll get 2 bonus pieces, a buckle and a strap, completely free. That's 3 buckles and 3 straps that can all uniquely be mixed into 9 different combinations. My guy, it's an exclusive deal that you won't get anywhere else. So click that link in the description and upgrade your belt game today. Because Ebro hated on everything new. He hated on Uzi. He was one of them old mad niggas, mad that they ain't rapping how they used to when we had the real hip hop. And y'all niggas, you young whippersnappers don't know nothing about how to get down with the get down, motherfucker. I've been around this motherfucker since I was 1984, motherfucker. You talking shit
it's
to me?
beneath them. And they're on radio. And they're interviewing this politician and this celebrity. And they're doing this. And, you know, these YouTubers don't, deserve attention. That's always been their sentiment. You can't rewrite history at this point.
Right.
Saying, we've always been on YouTube. Yeah, but you've always looked at YouTube as if YouTube was beneath what you guys were doing. Mm-hmm. And now you guys are on your way down, and now you're realizing, YouTube is all you guys have. And YouTube has always been king. YouTube, the freedom that we have to come on here and talk and make these videos and have our audience and build what we want to build for ourselves, you can't pay for that.
Yeah, for sure.
That right there is priceless. To not have a boss who got a boot on your neck is priceless. But you guys talked about it when you guys had the corporate backing. Now you guys no longer have it. Now all of a sudden, we've always knew YouTube was king. That's not true.
That doesn't even make sense. But I will say this: Drake hitting up Akademiks to laugh at me is so rich. Given Drake's probably forgotten because Drake probably has known a lot of people over the years, and so have I. But I remember my relationship with Drake very well.
So does he.
I don't know that he remembers how cool we were. I don't know that he remembers the conversations. I have memories of the conversations. You can hit up Akademiks or whichever.
I'm going to be honest with you, though. One thing about these media niggas is they be thinking that the rappers or the athletes or whoever they covering, they not your friends. Just because y'all just had a business relationship, y'all might have had some good conversation, y'all might have been cool, you've seen each other, whatever. That don't mean y'all really cool like that, though. That don't mean y'all was really kicking it on some I just don't be understanding why niggas I don't know, niggas shit. I don't
New internet personalities that come along that he always befriends, because again, trying to fill that void. He's always befriending the next one so they can fluff him up. Always some next 19-year-old vlogger who he can be buddies with. I understand that. But that's not going to erase the Drake calling me and nearly in tears because I didn't like the God's Plan video. Literally screaming at the top of his lungs, nearly in tears, my mom called me. Why, blah, blah, blah. Scream. I was to the point where I held up the phone and looked at my ex-wife. I don't know what is going. This man is screaming at me on the phone about my criticism of the God's Plan video.
And that's the video that I said I like because I was defending Drake at that point.
And by the way, and in retrospect, I did think I was a little harsh about it, but I thought my criticism was fair. I thought it was corny. But that was also years into our relationship. We had many years where it was like, we were very, very friendly. But the one thing, because Akademiks has a lot of money, there's no question about it. And, you can see I'm living in just a sad, sad little studio there.
In the kitchen.
I'm living in the kitchen. It's gone bad for me. But Akademiks has a lot of money. Drake has a lot of money. But I have something that neither of them have. And that is called real friends.
This is cope. This is
help! Weirdo! Finish him! No!
He thought he dropped. He thought that was a drop the mic moment. Okay, pal.
this cope, bro. These people don't like you. You don't like these people. Y'all don't communicate. Y'all don't talk. You have no intimate insight of these people's personal lives and relationships. So how can you say they don't got friends?
Right.
They don't got friends because they're clowning you about, I don't know, having a small kitchen or having a small house.
Right.
Even that's silly, but that's like your parameter to them not having friends is because they're clowning you. That makes no sense, bro. Right? You think Drake and Chubbs aren't like real friends? You think Drake and Fody aren't like real friends? You think Akademiks don't got real friends, bro?
Right.
I know Akademiks friends personally. Akademiks and AJ are really close. Ak has friends, bro. That's cope. Reducing this to, hey, they are mad at me and they're on the phone gossiping, so they must be tormented deep down inside and they must not have real friends. Bruh, stop it, man. All right? If you're not trying to say, oh, my life is better, even though they got all the money, all the riches, all the fame, all the notoriety, all the accomplishments, all the achievement, and I've been hating on them for 20 plus years, but my life is still better because I have friends and they don't. How do you know they got friends, bro? Cut it out, man. Even like Rosenberg sharing a personal story like that about Drake. Drake never shared no personal stories like that about Rosenberg.
Right.
But you going out of your way to share, oh yeah, Drake called me crying because at one point my opinion meant something to him. That's just nasty stuff, man. That's nasty work.
What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, I can understand why he'll be upset if y'all had a personal relationship and instead of giving a deep analysis and an expert analysis about a video, you just dismissed it as corny.
Right.
Yeah. Right? If y'all was friends, yeah, he called you and yelled at you as a friend, but then y'all move on.
Right. If y'all
right?
was, if
but
y'all
then
was
taking
friends,
that and then like moving
y'all
forward
was so
this
close
weird
friends,
agenda
right?
and conspiracy against Drake. Like it's just I don't know. How High 97 moved with Drake, if you really go back and look at that time, it was some nasty stuff they were doing,
I don't
bro.
remember.
But yeah, man, bro, you coping, right? Like you have no insight on whether or not these people have friends or not, man.
Neither of those people have friends. If Drake had real friends, the whole battle never would have happened the way it happened, and the lawsuit wouldn't have happened, and all of these terrible decisions that the whole world had their head in their hands about wouldn't have happened because real friends, not people not staff, not people who live because of you, would have said, my man, don't do that. And Akademiks, we know, doesn't have friends because look how my man dresses every time he goes on camera.
Peter.
No,
Peter. Come on, stop.
Peter.
I know, he offered to pay our paycheck. My man, pay a stylist. What is the
I ain't gonna let him. He cooking. I ain't gonna even cap with you. Damn. Academics be having on some bullshit.
jersey? What is the jersey? And the whole Rosendweeb thing.
Peter Rosenberg is telling DJ Akademiks to get a stylist. Yo, listen, man. The joke's right. Yo, the joke's right itself, man. Rosenberg is telling Akademiks to get a stylist.
That's one thing. If you gonna tell a nigga to get a stylist, you gotta know how to put it on your damn self, homie. Hold on, buddy.
That's like me telling somebody you need to lose weight. All right. If you had real friends, you wouldn't weight that much, huh? I got no room to talk. Rosenberg, you're not stylish either. Honestly, yo, you'll be better off just saying, hey, listen, man, I hated on Ak at some point when Ak was coming up. It's understandable why he's hating on me now. If Akademiks ever want to work through our issues with Ak, you call me and keep it at that, man.
Oh my
But
goodness.
going down every excuse as to why you not losing this back and forth or this beef just makes you look even more crazy, man. All right, man. Akademiks got all this money, all this fame, all this notoriety, but I got real friends and he don't. All right, man. Drake got $1 billion and Grammys and accolades, and he's arguably the most accomplished rapper of all time.
That was funny.
But I got real friends and he don't, huh?
Huh?
This is just silly, man.
Yo, bro, you have to come up with insults that might actually
Bro, I ain't
like.
gonna lie, bro. Flacco's on a generational run right now, bro. Like, he one of them niggas, like, I know y'all probably see this nigga a lot on my channel, but he one of them niggas, bro. Like, I don't want to watch nobody else. I'll be honest with you. Like, yeah, this nigga is funny as fuck.
Offend me. Don't
He said
you
like
can't
that?
make something. You know how Ebro always says they say the thing that's true about them. Like, Ak, we know what your life was. You have to understand, my life isn't in comments. I live in the real world. I have been this person since I was in high school. I have been outside my whole life. You can call me dweeb all you want. You are talking about yourself. And I would love for you to come on Validate Me, and I'm dead serious about that. Let's have a conversation about why you don't think you're enough. My man Akademiks makes probably $30 million a year. He really might. He probably makes a couple million a month streaming. Yeah, for sure. Right? Like that's my guess. My man.
I would hope so.
I don't think Ak making that much. You think so? Y'all think? I mean, he might. I'm not gonna say it's like impossible. I don't know about that though. I don't think he get that many viewers. His shit ain't his trap ain't busting like a car said that. His trap ain't busting like that. He probably made. I get Ak like looking at that nigga. I get him like 200,000 a month. Give him like a little 200, motherfucker, little 2-piece, little 2-piece, 10 fat. You see what I'm saying? But 30 million a year is crazy. But he might. I ain't saying it's impossible. I just said I don't believe that. But what I believe don't gotta be true. You see what I'm saying? But do you believe it?
Making millions and millions of dollars. Yes, we said we didn't like your content. So what? Like, you're doing your thing. If you're proud of what you do, and you're doing as well as you say you are, I think you are. I'm not one of these people who says he's streaming in his basement and has no money. No, Ak does well. He does very, very well. Well enough to pay a stylist. My man, it looks like you walked out of the back of the Source. Like, is that it? I know your name's Akademiks. Do you have to wear Akademiks? What? My man, yo, you are the worst dressed man in media. And I am a 46-year-old white dad. And I am stunning on you fashion-wise. And by the way, Drake, you too.
Peter!
No, am I wrong?
I ain't gonna lie though. I'm gonna be real. I've been saying that joke for a minute. You ain't never seen Drake flee. That nigga ain't never been flee. You ain't never seen Drake and been like, boy, that nigga got that shit on. Ever. Go look at his music video. That nigga have a Nike t-shirt on. He don't give a damn. That nigga slipping his money. He don't give a damn.
And Drake, you got a plane and you can't put together an outfit. My man, you can't put together one outfit with nearly $1 billion?
To me, this is just conceding, man. This man has acknowledged that Akademiks is making $30 million a year, outdoing him. He's more successful than him in every way possible. And his attacks on Akademiks and Drake is, who's a billionaire, by the way. Damn, Drake, you can't put together one good outfit? As if he's like the example of what a good dresser. Man, y'all gotta stop it, man. But I do think Rosenberg is starting to realize, okay, maybe he made a critical error here, because Rosenberg is saying, man, Ak, like, we could just sit down and have a conversation and talk. Bro, Ak has already offered to sit down and talk, and you guys like told him no. Like, y'all don't want to do it when y'all felt like y'all was in a position, in the position of power. Now y'all feel like y'all are on a decline. Now y'all want to sit down with Ak and talk.
Sit down with him.
Y'all let me know in the conversation what you guys think about.
That's why you ain't supposed to never, ever, 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 never, 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 ever, never, 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 ever, never, never, never come at a nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? And if you do, you gotta understand you gotta stand on your own 2 feet. Y'all think when I talk shit about these YouTube niggas, you think that I give a damn? No. I know that they probably not gonna like me. I ain't really trying to be liked. I ain't trying to make friends with these niggas. I got one friend who is more like a brother. That's all I need. I got some family. I'm cool. You feel me? Niggas is tripping.
about this, man.
Niggas
Whose side are you guys on in this situation? All right, let me know. And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here to find.
Oh, I forgot if any video is going on. See, I forgot to get. Yeah.